Little, often, and early. So what you do is you start almost immediately that you're on the bike. And this is the same for running. It's actually the same for open water swimming when we're going distance, is you start it early. And by early, I mean within 15 minutes. What I tend to think is that what you want to do that often. And so planning it, so for me, because what you're trying to do in training is design a strategy that's going to work for you. So the way to do that is to have a strategy in the first place. And so what I would say is feed every 15 minutes. So you feed every 15 minutes, you start at minute 15, right at the very start, but what you have to be very careful of is not to overload the gut. And so it should be little. So it should be little, it should be often, it should be early. Two important things about that. Number one is that you can actually train the gut. Because what we care about is what's called gastric emptying. So it's all right putting stuff in the gut, but what we want to do is get rid of it. What you don't want is it sloshing about, because what that then leads to is nausea, bloating, all sorts of other problems, which then make it purgatory as well. So critically in training, you should be doing exactly that strategy in training multiple times, because what you're doing is you're training the gut to cope with that load during exercise. And then the second thing for that, as always with training, is that what you are doing is, with that strategy, what you're then going to do is mold that strategy. So it's not set in stone, but you've got a plan, you're going to execute that plan, and on your 6-hour ride, what you realize is that actually at hour 5, you just haven't taken on quite enough. So next time you go out, you stick to the same plan, but you have a little bit more than a little. And so therefore, the importance of training and the importance of those long training rides is that you actually develop that plan, that strategy as you go through. But without the best bit of advice I think I could ever give you is little, often, and early.